What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. And tonight we're going to discuss Married to Medicine. Yes. So we're going to see what the fuck's going on. They done ambush Heavenly. So the shit went down and it popped off. So y'all want to talk about it? If you don't, fuck it. I do. Here we go.
It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Now let's get into it.
Well, what's going on? And welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. And tonight, of course, we're back, as I stated before, to talk about nothing other than the Married to Medicine episode 3, where all the shit blew up and went to hell, right? But real quick, before I get into the episode, please remember to like, subscribe, and share this video, and make sure to hit that notification button so you'll get the notification when these videos come the fuck out. All right, so real quick, jumping right into Married to Medicine Season 9, Episode 3. They started out with a bunch of hocus pocus, a bunch of rule-la-la bullshit. I wasn't really here for all that, wasn't really trying to see all that, but I guess they had to segue into something before they got to the real mess and the fucking drama. So one of the biggest pieces of this, the beginning of it all was basically Anila's babysitter that took care of the children. They actually presented the idea, or let the kids know finally, that Miss Gomez was getting fucking ghost. She was headed back to Houston in her Chevrolet Tahoe with all her shit up in there, and that one car seat that Anila think that she should keep for whatever the fucking reason, which she said probably if she comes back. Miss Gomez said, I will not be back. It's a definite. She spoke to the kids. The little boy, pretty much, he was gonna miss Miss Gomez, but he mostly had an issue with the fucking pinto beans. And when Anila said she gonna cook them pinto beans, the first thing he had out his mouth was like, do you know how to do them, bitch? Because apparently you ain't done them before. And Miss Gomez been popping off up in this kitchen with this pot in them motherfucking, them pinto beans. Simone and Cecil writing the relationship book. I think that this would be a good move for them. I think it'll actually be very successful because, just as Cecil mentioned in the episode, you know, they had the 5-year itch, the 10-year itch, the 15-year itch, the 20-year itch, the 2-year itch, all that shit for 25 years. You know, it's a lot of motherfucking itching and probably not enough scratching. Somebody will probably scratch something raw. I'm pretty sure, as we've seen here on the show. Not only that, I think somebody need to pop a fucking Benadryl. All them year itches going on. But they met over at the restaurant with Omarosa to speak with her, get her viewpoints, and apparently they have a long-standing friendship with Miss Omarosa, who was, I think, former secretary of Donald Trump's or something. I don't know what the fuck she did for him. She did something with working in Trump's party. And for the most part, I'm pretty sure a lot of us colored folk didn't really give a fuck about Omarosa, didn't even care for her well-being, or her thoughts, her ways, or her career at a point, because we felt like she really wasn't rooting for the black community. But Simone spent a nice bit of time letting us know that Omarosa, beneath it all, is a really sweet person. She's very nice. She did exemplify a lot of that on the show, speaking to Cecil's boy and Simone's boy when he called and they were sitting at the table. He called, I guess, just to fuck around with them, Vic's, Simone's nerve, but she was really busy having a sit-down meeting with Omarosa, trying to get better ideas as to how they can be on a New York bestsellers list as well and get that $1 million deal, such as Omarosa did. Cecil spoke about some of the high points he wanted to feature in the book, which was he and Simone basically coming from divorced homes. You know, her parents were divorced, his parents were divorced, and they actually kind of, in their eyes, currently beat the odds. They've actually been up for divorce before. They've had a lot of bumps in the road, but they actually managed to power through. I guess love did conquer all in their situation. But overall being said, I do wish them the best of luck with that book. I do think it's going to be probably one on the bestsellers list. I'm going to go ahead and hope for that for them. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the whole situation. This whole episode basically was about catching up with Heavenly and then fucked up shit that she had done over the COVID time to the other ladies. Now, the idea derived from Simone, Contessa, and Toya. And so with that being said, they came together with a collaborative plan to basically have a friend, what they call it, a friendovation or some shit. Yeah, something like that with the friend, sit her down and let her see the error of her ways and how she hurt them and the raggedy shit that she been doing. So they planned on having this this meeting at Contessa's house. And so since Contessa has a movie room, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the other ones do as well, but she wanted to hold this particular gathering at her home because she felt like she would be the first one to stand up and stand out in the forefront, to actually be the one to confront Heavenly about some of her fucked up ways and some of the shit that she's been saying about them on her YouTube platform. And so when Contessa came up with the idea, when she went to go visit Toya, they called Simone, they hatched a plan, they set a date, they set up the popcorn, all that shit. Contessa made sure to get Scott out of the house and the children and all that, which she did. That was the best decision she could have made within this group of friends, especially having something at her house, because the cussing and carrying on, and I guess she knew she was gonna pop the fuck off and let Heavenly have it. Like I said, moving right into the situation. People are saying, is it wrong what they did to Heavenly? The question is being asked about ambushing her with her actions. I'm going to personally say no. I don't think it was wrong for Contessa and the other ladies to get Simone, Contessa, and Toya to get together to actually set up this this meeting with these videos to confront Heavenly about shit that she had been doing. They had tried to talk to her, seems though, already through the first 2 episodes, and she's been brushing it off and kind of like, oh, fuck it, I did it, or well, I'm Heavenly, bitch. I do that. Y'all gonna deal with it. I'm me. It is what it is. It's kind of what she was giving them as far as attitude. But no, I don't think it's wrong. They need to have sat her ass down. If anybody, I've experienced having friends like Heavenly that do stupid shit like this. You always act out. You always act a fucking fool. You always cut up in front of guests and company, and sitting around picking apart everybody else's life. Anything a friend tells you, and put in your ear as a friend, as a confidant, you take that shit and spray a bitch with it and spread them with it and shame a bitch with it. And then you turn around and apologize for the shit, but you turn around and do the same shit again. So in looking at the overall situation, no, I don't think it was wrong of Contessa, Simone, and Toya to get her motherfucking ass together. Jackie arrived, she didn't want to put her phone in the cake bucket and shit. Quad was the same way. Even Anila goofy ass, she didn't want to put her phone in the bucket, but eventually they did it once they got down to the movie room, and they explained to them, Contessa explained to them what was going on. The funniest reaction to me was Quad's reaction, because Quad was like, bitch, y'all some shady ass people. Y'all was a shady ass bunch of girls. But I mean, duh. Are you just figuring that shit out, Quad? Because they were telling her, they set up a nice little spread and everything, put up the healing candles, got the Crown and Coke and shit, and all this out. They were not really along with the idea. Dr. Jackie, Quad, and Anila were not really along with the idea initially. But I think once they actually saw that motherfucking footage start rolling and all this shit she was actually saying about them, yeah, I think Jackie may have quietly known maybe that Heavenly put these things out. But to me, I wouldn't even think Jackie would take the time to even go down there to Heavenly's page to even look at the bitter bullshit that she's posting on her page about them. But it just seemed as though when the video started, each person that she nailed, she talked about Quad getting fillers and all this shit, and Anila goofy ass was up on there being stupid and being a fucking peon, doing the same thing right along Heaven until she found out. Oh, she was like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I ain't know all that. Quad was like, bitch, I ain't never got no feelings. I'm the youngest, most beautiful bitch up in this motherfucker. So as far as that goes, fuck all you hoes. Heavenly mainly, and Anila for being in on the bullshit, and rightfully so. She had the very same idea I would have had. Basically, I would have cussed the bitches out, me personally, like Contessa did. I would have not just sat around, watched this video, knowing this bitch done dogged me and my nigga, and my lifestyle, and my marriage, and my body, and my this, and my that. Bitch, what kind of friend are you? And so, at first they wasn't down with the shit, but as she went, and Heavenly thought that shit was hilarious. That bitch was kikiing and high and leg slapping with her own motherfucking self. She thought it was just that funny. And for me to be in the room, if I had been one of those ladies, that would have amplified my festivity. To the point I would have just like cut the tape. Let me just go in on this bitch one time, have me a couple of shots and get the fuck up out of here, raise up and go to my house. Because a friend like Heavenly will cause you to cut them the fuck off. A friend like Heavenly will cause you to put your motherfucking paws on them. So I can understand how Contessa told her, back up, bitch, don't come hugging up on me, don't touch me, get up off me. Because all that fake ass shit, Heavenly, you keep doing, I can't understand how anybody in this group still fucks with you at all. And I used to be the biggest fan, the biggest one rooting for Heavenly when everybody was talking about her ass and how big her fucking mouth is and how she can't keep herself to herself and her mouth off other folks' fucking business. But apparently I do see that now. And it wouldn't be no surprise to me to find out that Dr. Damon is over there seeing another woman somewhere behind the scenes, because I'm pretty sure he's sick of your motherfucking ass. Because I'm sick of you and your messy ass fucked up ways. How dare you get up on a platform of your own and talk about these ladies like a fucking dog and then holler about they're your friend, and if they don't want their business put out there like that, they should keep their mouth closed about it and not say anything. Bitch, oh, what a friend they have in thee. Because again, like I said, I would have drugged your motherfucking ass with words like none fucking other. I'd have made you cry and feel mighty motherfucking low. You'd have been going back to Dr. Damon's house feeling bad as a motherfucker, because at the end of the day, they're going to say, well, I don't think it was her intention to hurt nobody to feel bad. No, fuck all that bullshit. Like Contessa said, bitch, don't use my pain and my hurt to get your likes and your clicks. You make enough fucking money over there fixing fucking teeth. Allegedly. And you ought to make enough money over here when you got friends supporting your fucking little raggedy hair over here, your hooker hair, as Toya called it, your hooker line. This woman going out here buying your shit and coming over here and still patronizing your store and putting money in your fucking pocket, and you still being a backstabbing ass, low down, big mouth ass, rubber trashing ass friend. Bitch, you about as good as Marlo. Trash it. You and Marlo should be the best of friends. Because as far as friends goes, bitch, y'all don't know what the morals mean to be a good friend. Y'all don't know what it means to be a good friend, period. Because any friend that I have, currently, past, and now, and if they haven't learned, and I've learned, and what I have learned is, as a friend to me, bitch, if you're going to take my shit, first of all, I'm not giving a bitch no ammunition on me in the first place. That's why you keep your shit to your motherfucking self. Work to your own fucking pain. Contessa, go find you a licensed therapist, bitch, that's bound to keep their mammy fucking mouth closed about your fucking business. Because bitches like Heavenly talking about she's a relationship counselor, I don't think so. I don't think so. There is no, I know fucking well she ain't got no clientele. Ain't nobody hired her to counsel their fucking marriage or relationship. I don't give a fuck how good she claimed her marriage or her relationship is going. Everything looks good on the outside looking in. Just like her fucking marriage. She not gonna tell y'all what the fuck she done been through with daddy. And that bitch is spitting out, she's sitting up spitting out real truth. When she sit up there and say, don't say what you don't want nobody else talking about, that's pretty much what the fuck she does. Because I'm pretty sure if y'all took the time to go digging in her life, the way she does with y'all, because she's not gonna open her fucking mouth and speak up about it, because she know y'all gonna have too much ammunition on that ass. And y'all can blast her silly ass back. All that goofy ass fucking laughing and shit. And Qual was right to double that motherfucking crown up, bitch. Yes, let me pour you a lot more crown up in this glass, because bitch is about to get real up in this room. And like I said, had I been one of them bitches up in that room, that would have been nothing else that she would have said to me. Contessa and anybody else dealing with Heavenly and friends like Heavenly, teach their motherfucking ass a lesson, because that's the phase of life I'm in right now. If you can't be a real friend to me, bitch, when Father calls the duck. Bitch, I'm carving you the fuck out my motherfucking life. I'm not gonna have your low vibrating ass sitting up around me trying to pick me apart, finding my negative spots and my weak spots, bitch, and jabbing at me every chance you get, talking about everybody takes jabs at each other in this group. Yes, they do. They do. But keep them above the belt, bitch. And lately, Heavenly has not been doing that. Last season, the season before that, and she definitely ain't doing it now. So me personally, I agree with Contessa, bitch. If she decided to act recklessly and get on her platform of YouTube and talk about y'all like a fucking dog and y'all marriages, I would do the same thing. Yes, Contessa, she has opened the door for you to do the same and behave the same way. To act recklessly. To get up on there, any little fucking thing you know about her, tidbit and all, her and her children. Bitch, I would drag for her, because that would be the point I would have to be at with Heavenly to back her the fuck off. And yes, at this point in my life, I would not want to be in the headspace of having someone as a friend take me to that place and put us in that headspace, and now I have that outside beef or that fucked up aura around me. No, I don't even want to be there. So with that being said, honestly, I'm just going to cut your motherfucking ass off and keep it pushing. And I'm pretty sure it's no wonder Heavenly probably ain't got a lot of friends. I'm sorry. I didn't want this to be a whole episode about bashing Heavenly, but that seems to be what this episode was about. You know, they were saying it seems as though Quaden was like, it's basically like getting back at Heavenly and not trying to get on the correct page. No, bitch, blast that bitch. You blasted us, so now we gonna blast your motherfucking ass. I can't believe it's been 5 months and you couldn't call me up and talk about this. I can't believe it's been 5 months and you took the motherfucking YouTube and put her business on YouTube instead of you picking up the phone and calling her as a real friend, a real relationship counselor, and actually taking the time with a friend to see her through her dark time, to see her through the fucked up situation that she was going on with Scott that the world was seeing. Yes, she may have put some stuff out there on the show for the world to see. That was her fucking storyline. That is her job on Married to Medicine. Just like I guess it's yours to start mess, but bitch, there is no way you can start that kind of mess and cut that deep and still want to be friends with somebody or expect them to want to be friends with you. I'm sorry, friend, it don't work that way. And Heavenly, I fucks with you, I cut for you, but the way you've been behaving, bitch, I'm sorry. You deserved exactly what the fuck them girls gave you. And for the ones that wasn't down for it, y'all was a goddamn fool. Dr. Jack, now paging Dr. Jackie, Heavenly, Dr. Simone, Anila, paging all you bitches, come down to the table and let's sit over here and talk to Heavenly and let's get it right. And the reason y'all can't get on the correct terms with Heavenly is not because fuck her going on her defense. Fuck her defense. Fuck her feelings in this moment, because right now what she need to do is humble her fucking self and be like, you know what, y'all? I'm for real, like Big Kim did. For real, y'all, I'm sorry. I was tripping. That was wrong. That is not very becoming of a friend that loves another friend on a real level, on some deep shit. And Contessa is actually hurt, y'all. That's some shit she went down there and told Heavenly, and Heavenly took to her platform and brought that shit out. Because Contessa told us on screen what she wanted us to know. She showed us what she wanted us to see on screen last season and on her Instagram posts and different shit like that. I don't give a fuck what reality TV says. You are still entitled to some kind of privacy, some kind of privacy in your life. And part of that privacy that she had in her life, Contessa, was her being friends with Heavenly and confiding in her with, you know, personal information and personal business, listening to this bullshit saying she has such a happily devoted, sweet, loving, always kicking up in the air, floating vibes on cloud 9 marriage. And Contessa was like, well, let me check into this. Contessa, bitch, you should have not gone to Heavenly. Drop her as a friend. Get next to Simone or somebody. Because Heavenly said that, you know, Simone is a flip-flop ass bitch and can't figure out what side she want to be on. Yes, Simone has had that, you know, she has had that battle in the past. Where she lies now, I don't know. But right now, the fucking group she's in, we're getting Heavenly straight. She's on the right road now. You feel me? And Anila was with that bullshit. Y'all wrong for this. It ain't right. But when she called your ass stupid and dumb and said you ain't got no kind of education, then your mouth was sitting wide open while you're sitting there like some kind of dumb blonde with sticks in your fucking hair, sipping on that goddamn Sprite, looking stupid as fuck. The way Heavenly intended you to be. She'd have sit up there and got your stupid ass on the panel with her side by side, split screen, to go and talk about all these other ladies and their feelings and all these situations and with their husbands and shit they got going on. And then she turns around, she ain't tell you, bitch, that one of them episodes was gonna be about your dumb ass. She was gonna let it be the element of surprise. Surprise, surprise, Anila. Now you're surprised. And now you see that Heavenly was not what she turned out to be. It was a fucked up situation. It's a fucked up group to be in with somebody like that is always on the fritz of, no matter what goes on, as a friend, I can run to you and tell you, oh, my man cheated on me or my man did this. Thank God Contessa ain't telling no real shit. And then again, she may have, and then she actually sugarcoated some shit, you know, on her panel when she was talking about Contessa's marriage. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm still getting over this COVID. When I'm past the COVID shit, I've tested negative, but My throat and shit be getting dry, and I'm on here talking like I'm the pastor of Mount Zion Baptist Beulah, Double Rock on the Side Episcopal Pentecostal Church. And I'm trying to bring this message to y'all, to let you know that friends that act like Heavenly should not be allowed in your circle. They should not be allowed in your life. They should not be allowed in your aura. That fucks you up. Look how fucked up it got Contessa. It got the rest of them just as quietly fucked up, but they ain't saying much. Like Jack and them, Jack can say, Why they out there arguing and going back and shoving and shit and all that, Contessa and Heavenly. Simone say, somebody should go out there and check. Jack can say, they need to handle that. That need to be them. Let them take care of that. And rightfully so, she was right. Don't go out there and get in the middle. The cameramen are out there. Security is out there. Heavenly needs to face her fucking demons. And like I said, at the end of the day, she did not seem remorseful. Them fake ass apologies she was spewing out. She was shooting them fake ass apologies out because she had been caught in the moment. She had been ambushed. She had finally had the shit put in her motherfucking face and she had to deal with it. But the problem was, Courtney was saying you can't deal with somebody by putting them on the defense. Fuck her defense. She waited till my defenses was down and went on YouTube to get her clicks and her likes behind my back and talked about me and my nigga and my shit we had going on down here at my house when I confided in her as a friend. If you felt I was being stupid, bitch, if you felt I was sitting here taking emotional damages, to my mental or my emotional, call me up on the telly and let me know that personally, bitch. Don't get on no phone with another bitch or get on no YouTube and go tell everybody she stood hollering about you had to call everybody out here to do all this. Yes, bitch, you went and told the world about this girl's business and made a mockery of every one of your friends' marriages, relationships, or lifestyles, or personalities. And honestly, I feel like of everybody, this one here, she should be the most offended because you call her dumb when you used her dumb ass to help you with your plans. And she was the main bitch being loyal to you when when the rest of them wanted to come on in the room and get your ass down up in that movie cinema and get you straightened out. She was the main one still holler about it was wrong. Even after the fact, she hollered about it was wrong to ambush her. Bitch, you stupid. Bitch, you stupid. For any one of y'all that think it was wrong to ambush Heavenly like that, y'all's a goddamn fool. A goddamn fool. I'm going to watch it again I'm going to get off of here and go watch it again just to see again how the effect, because I felt like when she's pushed in the corner and she's when she's confronted with shit, she balls up and then she go out snapping off and want to holler and cuss, but what it was, she saw that Contessa wasn't backing down. So now she wants to hug and pity pat on the back, bitch. That's what Judas did, bitch. I don't want you kissing and hugging on me. Every motherfucker that hug and kiss on you don't mean you no good. Until you can prove to me and show me, bitch, that you've changed, that the error of your ways have changed, stay the fuck from around me. Don't become hugging up on me, and your fucking show ain't finna be kissing up on me. Better yet, with monkeypox and shit going around, bitch, I don't want you touching up on me anyhow. 6 feet? How about it? Yeah. Get the fuck on up over there on the other side of the sofa and sit over there and spew your bullshit over there from that side of the room, because I don't want you sitting up under me. Go your ass over yonder ways and sit over there and shoot your bullshit from across the room, because I don't want you up under me. So, but yes. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all, because that's what this episode was mostly about. Seeing Heaven and get that shit pushed back in her motherfucking face, which is good for her ass. So anyway, I got to go record this Housewives of Atlanta shit, because they over here acting fucking stupid, Marlo and them. I got to go check in with them and see what the fuck's going on with them. So anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Click that little ding-a-ding, that notification bell, to make sure that when I put these motherfuckers out, y'all getting them and watching them and commenting down in the comments. And y'all let me know, do y'all think it was wrong for the ladies to ambush Heavenly with her bullshit and turn the mirror on her motherfucking ass, or do you think it wasn't? Let me know. I don't give a fuck what you say. I still say no, they wasn't wrong. Do it again. Play it one more time. Yes. Like, subscribe, and share. Share with somebody you know. Share with somebody you don't know. Share with somebody you like. Hallelujah. Share with a motherfucker you don't like. Because if you don't like me, I guarantee you, check my views. Somebody will. I promise you somebody else will. How about it? All right. Y'all take care of yourselves. Love on yourself and somebody else, but only if they're willing to love on you back in the same way, because anybody got time for that bullshit, right? Yes. So, see y'all later. Catch y'all in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.